Alright, we're moving on to our last two here. Um, this one, when I see it, when I see like y equals and y equals, uh, you have a couple options. One option is to substitute one of the y stuff into the other one, and then solve for x from there. Another option is to graph it. Since this has like this negative part here, that negative 1/2, um, typically we like to shy away from those. Um, and if you graph it, you don't actually have to compute with that fraction. So what you would probably want to do is to graph this. Here, let me get a coordinate plane ready, and we'll graph it. Okay, now a couple screens over, I have my graphs, my coordinate plane ready to go. I'm going to graph both of these. So here I am at my lovely graphing place. I'm going to graph my first one, this y equals 3x minus 4. So this has a y-intercept of -4, so go down to -4, put a nice point there. And it has a slope of 3, that's 3 over 1. So I got a rise of 3 as I run 1. So I'm going to go up 3, right 1, and that's where a new point's going to be. Now you have 2 points, you can draw your line. It'll look beautiful, I'm sure. Okay, so there's your red one. That's your first equation graphed. I'm going to graph the second one here in blue. So I got y equals -1/2 x plus 3. That plus 3 is my y-intercept. Remember, the part not with the x is your y-intercept. So I'm going to put a point there at 3 on my y-axis. And from there, I'm going to use my slope to get another point. That -1/2 tells me I'm going to go down 1 as I go right 2. So down 1, right 2 from here is a point right there. So now that I got 2 points, I can draw my graph, draw my line. Ta-da, it is ready to go. And now you just need to figure out what point these two graphs cross. It's right there. And that's the point 2, because you go right 2, and then the other coordinate is 2. So 2, 2 is the solution. X is 2, y is 2, and we are done. On to number 4. So number 4 is already set up to use elimination. It's because of these numbers up front. Those coefficients, that's the numbers in front of variables, they match up. If I were to add those together, I would get 0x, because -3 plus 3 is 0. So I'm going to add these equations right now. And starting on the left, I have 0x, that's just 0. And I got -4y plus 3y, that's -y. And on the right side, 2 plus -3, that's the same thing as 2 minus 3, so I'm at -1. So this 0x stuff's gone. I'm really looking at -y equals -1. Well, if you don't know what y is, you can divide by -1 to get y is 1, because -1 divided by -1 is 1. So now that I have what y is, I just take y and I plug it into one of my equations. You just pick which one and go from there. I'm going to plug it into this second one, just because it's got less negatives to deal with. So that second equation there, rewritten, the x stays there. You got 1 for y, so I'm going to put where y used to be in parentheses 1, and that still equals -3. I am at 3x plus 3, because 3 times 1 is 3. And now I just need to get rid of, I need to get x by itself. So I need to get rid of that 3 there to get 3x equals, well, -3 minus 3 is -6. I need to get rid of the 3 in front of the x. So x, I do that by dividing by 3. I take -6 divided by 3. That gives me -2. Alright, so I'm at x equals -2 and y equals 1. I get the point 2, 1.